Guys, what's up? This is a quick clip on The Good Guys, again, inspired by media that I've seen elsewhere. The entire, stitch of it and what I had to say about it is there, and then the entire video follows afterward. So take the time to watch it all. I love you. Let me know your opinions, how you were raised, how you were brought up in regards to that, and how it's affected your adulthood. My story follows.
I've also found that overly compliant children grow up to be really rageful adults for this reason.
All right, if you guys get a chance, go back and watch that woman's original video. She talks about how overly compliant children grow up to be rageful adults. I am overly compliant since childhood, and I didn't realize it was overly compliant. I was just it's not overly compliant. I was just being a good kid. I was just obeying my mother and obeying, the rules and societies that I lived in, which I still do as an adult. But for the rest of her video, I agree with everything. That's exactly my thought process, was that, I did all the right things. I did task A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and I didn't get the results that were quote unquote promised to me. Got some bars, right? But, and it's true, when you are that predictable, because every emotion, everything you can do can be predicted, you are not going to be successful, because it's literally a jungle out here, and everybody has a goal that they're trying to reach. And not everybody tries to reach their goal the same way that you would. So people are willing to lie, cheat, steal. Like the song said, beans, peas, potatoes, greens, it's lie, cheat, steal. They're willing to do whatever to get to their goal. And she was saying how these people that are overly compliant, or I'm not going to say overly compliant, they're compliant, good people, they get stepped on, walked on, and manipulated again, because you can foresee what they're going to do. I remember in high school, my very first job, and we lived in the projects, Pine Chapel Village in Hampton, Virginia. And in my mind's eye, all of us were kind of kinfolk to me, because we all grew up together, but not necessarily true, in reality. But one of the young men that I grew up with worked with me at that job, and I remember it was just me and him. And I was in the lobby area. There was a customer I was talking to. All of a sudden, the guy stopped everything he was doing. And the look on his eyes when he looked up at me in this interaction with this customer was absolute fear. And he said out loud, and I don't think he intended to say it out loud, but he was like, she's not going to make it. And he didn't mean at that job. He just meant in life. And later, him and another one of my coworkers that was from the hood around the way, they took me out for my high school graduation. We just went to some buffet somewhere. I think it was Golden Corral. I don't remember. But I remember I asked him about that. I was like, I don't know if you knew that I heard you when you said that. What was that all about? And they both started telling me. They were just like, Maria, you can't be nice and honest. They said you could be nice and you can be dishonest, or you can be honest and you can be mean, but you can't be nice and honest, because if you're nice and honest, people are going to walk all over you and use you and manipulate you and abuse you. And it's kind of true. But I still want to maintain the values that I have, but I will speak up for myself a little bit more, or attempt to. I'm still working on it,
I've also found that overly compliant children grow up to be really rageful adults for this reason. They are promised, literally from the beginning of childhood, you are promised, if you are good, this is what you'll get in life. If you are quiet, if you don't speak up, if you don't talk back, if you don't make people feel uncomfortable, this is what you'll get. You'll get good things, good job, a good partner, a good. The world that we live in right now, if you are good in the way of being quiet, in the way of being small, in the way of molding to people's expectations, beliefs, feelings, it does nothing for you. These good kids grow up, and it's their very goodness, defined by how they were raised, that actually makes them easy to manipulate, easy to betray, easy to treat poorly. Worse is they are watching all the bad kids get the things that they desire in life, because they spoke up, because they're allowed, because they decided not to go on the path that was paved for them. It's complicated and it's nuanced, but I feel for the good kids.